Hello everyone. As you know, my name is Emily Robinson, but today that's not important. We're all here to say goodbye to the best cheer coach a team could have. I think that we can all agree on that one. I just wanted to share my experiences that I've had from the past 4 years with Tammy with all of you to relive the past just one more time. I guess I'll start from the very beginning. You've been there from the very beginning of my cheer career at 5 years old. You would bring your cheer team to cheer camps for the youth, and it would make me very excited. I remember really looking forward to the day that I would be on your team. As I got older, I began to hear the reputation that surrounded your name. I heard that you were very hard on your team, you yelled a lot, and you were very scary. These all actually turned out to be true. Freshman year, I remember practicing with the JV team, and we could hear you yelling at your varsity team on the whole other side of the building. So whenever sophomore came around and I found out that I was on your team, I was very nervous to be yelled at. I began to learn very quickly, though, that being on your team, if I was good and I didn't do anything wrong, then I wouldn't get yelled at. So I tried to do my best so that I wouldn't. But most of the time, this worked, but sometimes it didn't. Now, whenever junior year came along, hiding from the yelling didn't work out as well. That year, I got switched to a different position that I wasn't used to, so you yelled at me a lot. You yelled at me to the point that at camp, you made me cry. Then, I just thought that you were trying to be rude, but now I see that you were just trying to make me stronger. At camp that year, though, we had a lot of issues, from people falling and to me almost breaking my nose. That year altogether, though, wasn't the best for us. You had to work around a lot of people quitting, a lot of people getting hurt, and bringing new people in to fill in their positions. There was also a lot of changing our routine at the last minute and hoping and praying that everything would work out in the end. But all of your hard work and dedication to making us work and be the best that we could be did pay off. That year was the first time in 12 years that your team had won a state championship. And you were right up there with us on the stage crying whenever they called out our name that we had won. You were so excited that day, and I remember hoping that we could do this again for you the next year. This is the picture of us on stage winning our medals and our banner. Later on, you receive a ring, and this is the ring from that year. Senior year was one of the best and saddest times too. I remember at one of our first practices, you sat us all down and told us that this would be your last year being a cheer coach. This, of course, made everyone, including you, cry, because this would be the last year that Pisgah would have the best coach ever, you. From that day on, little things at games or practices would set you off and make you cry and tell us how proud of us you were. Yes, there was still a lot of yelling, but by then I was used to it. The highlight of that year, though, was getting to win the state championship one more time and make your last year the best that it could be. This was the ring from that year that we received later in the year. There is going to be many things that I'm going to miss from cheer, like on bus rides home talking to you and gossiping with you, watching you get excited whenever we would hit a new stunt for the first time, but most of all, it's going to be having you there to push me every single day to do my best. These past years with you, Tammy, have been some of the best and some of the hardest times in my life. Every time you yell and get mad, it was just to better us, even though then I just thought that it was just to yell. I know that people looking in from the outside think that you're scary and you just yell all the time, and trust me, I was one of those people. But if they ever got the opportunity to see who you actually are and how you actually interact with us, they would see that you really have a heart of gold. I'm so glad that I got to spend my final 4 years of cheer with you as my coach, and I wouldn't change it for the world. Thank you for being there for me, and I appreciate everything that you've done. Thank you.